Jane and Nellen.
It's such an honor to be with everybody here. I'm so moved that you're all honoring excellence and achievement in so many ways, in sports and academics and giving back to the community. It really is an honor for me to be here with you. And congratulations to all three of you. You're all three champions, and in more than a few ways. And I hope that you know that as you go forward. You need to stand up and be proud of who you are. These gentlemen wouldn't be here today if they didn't already have some answers for these kinds of questions. How do I deal with distractions on and off the field? How do I deal with fear? How do I deal with team discord? How do I deal with exhaustion and managing a crazy, hectic schedule? How do I avoid injuries? These are some of the things we address in my business, Coaching for Champions, the art and science of working in for peak sports performance. Yogi Berra, everybody's heard of him, right? One of the greatest catchers in baseball history. He is in the Hall of Fame, was MVP of the American League more than a few times, and went to the World Series 21 times, either as a player, as a coach, or as a manager. And he won 13 of those 21 games. So when he said the game is 90% mental, he knew what he was talking about. 90% mental. I'll tell you a few stories. I had a team baseball player, 14 years old, came in to learn concentration, but I noticed that he didn't have a lot of self-confidence either. He needed to access that power inside of himself so that he could play the way he knew he was capable of playing. So we worked on a focusing exercise, and we did a technique to help him gather his energy inside, to have that self-confidence and power. And I wanted to read you what his mom emailed me, because I was just blown away myself by what she said. She said, this was after the first session. Last night at practice, my son hit all the balls pitched to him and hit a home run over the center field fence. He was light on his feet, moving from place to place on the field, making all the right defensive moves at second base. He was like a butterfly, gliding while mentally sharp. Again at bat, he hit a double. So we worked together over 4 weeks, but she emailed me again the second week and said, at the batting cages, right after your session, there were a bunch of parents watching him in awe. He said he wasn't even trying very hard, yet eyewitnesses say he was hitting very hard and very far. The point is, he got his focus, he accessed his self-confidence, and he found that power inside himself to get into the zone. I don't know if you know Gary Brokaw. He played in the NBA. He's over in Tampa. He played in the NBA for 12 years, and he was also a coach, and then he was operations director. He said to me once, he said, you know, if you have self-confidence, the world is a fishbowl. It's such a great quote. The world is a fishbowl if you have self-confidence. University team I had worked with for a few months, and they came in late one Thursday afternoon. They were dragging, they were bloody exhausted, and a lot of them were really banged up. So the capper was that they had finals starting on Monday. So this was a Thursday night. They had to go home and study. And they had 3 hours of practice before, and they were coming to the end of a competitive season that wasn't quite over. So we worked on a recuperation exercise, and we worked together so that they could learn to manage their energy more effectively on the field. As the team was filing out the door, one of the athletes came up to me with a big smile and said, you know, I feel like I slept for 8 hours. These are simple techniques. There's, let's see, another guy from Compton, minor league baseball player. Great guy. He was having a season slump. So he wanted focus techniques to get his act together on the field. But then I found out that he thought his coach disliked him intensely. And he also had a young lady, which you'll find out about, hot in pursuit of him, being a handsome young football player. He didn't want, let alone need, during a professional competitive season. So we worked on a focusing technique he could use in games, and then we had some conversations. And he came to realize that the coach didn't dislike him intensely. He saw his potential. He wanted him to rise to the occasion and fulfill it. And then he realized he had the power to choose whom he wanted in his life. Because it's extremely important, especially as an elite athlete, that you have the best company. You all know that. This is your company. But even when you're in a professional team, have the best company around you.
Yeah.
Guess what? Every single person in this room has everything you need to be a champion. Every single person in this room has everything you need to be a champion and to reach your dream. You have the power. You have immense power inside you to accomplish anything you want in your life. You have the wisdom inside of you. And you have the knowledge as well inside of you. The only thing I can recommend is that you spend more time working in as much as you spend time working out. Very important. So again, I'm just so moved to be with you guys. It's such an honor to be here. And I wish you guys all the best. I know you're all going to do great things. I haven't talked to them in a week or 2 days, but I'm at Daryl's. I know you're going to do great. Have confidence. Find that power. Got it. Thank you all.